Hey, pull my pork and slap my hams. We're tackling pulled pork today. We're going to get a Boston butt. We're going to rub it in mustard. Put it in bolners fiesta pork rub seasoning. Let it sit overnight. Smoke it the next day and see how it turns out. Now, first things first, we're going to trim it. A lot of people said, trim it, don't trim it. I don't know. I went ahead and trimmed it. It is what it is. I think it turned out great either way. Maybe the next time I'll not trim it and see if it turns out differently. But for a first time doing a pulled pork, I think it turned out really well. I was super proud of myself, as well as the flavor was not bad. It was pretty good. So after went ahead and trimmed it, then you're going to see me go through, put some mustard all over it, put some seasoning all over it, put it in a pan and set it overnight. Here's the mustard going on. It could cut the mustard. Oh yeah, slather it on, baby. I will say this. Mustard is a very weird feeling on your hand. Yeah. I don't know how else to put it. It's very strange. Also smells very strange. We got the Fiesta pork rub. That's going on nice and thick. Cake it on. Put it in a pan. Put it overnight. Nothing else in the pan. No apple cider vinegar. No nothing. No injections. I'm just going to put some foil over it. Keep it fresh. Crimp it down. Put it in the fridge. And then a little secret. Whenever you put your meat in the fridge overnight, you got to give it a little good night tap and tell it you'll be back tomorrow. We got our December shirt going on for the cook. Oh yeah, slow-mo pork footage. This little puppy dog hanging out. Now I smoked it for about 4 hours. Every 2 hours, sprayed it, and then I turned it up to about 250 and let it cook for about another 4 hours, maybe 5 hours, and then let it sit for an hour afterwards so that it could get those juices reconstituted throughout. It was looking pretty good. Kept spraying it. Had a little glass of water in there just to see if it did anything. I don't know if it did or didn't. It seemed fine to me. Hey, Jules. We got La Jules going for a ride. Brown sugar and butter. Also decided to reorganize the spice rack because when you're doing pulled pork or any type of barbecue, you got plenty of time to spare. Might as well get some household chores done. Went ahead and replaced the spice rack. The old one was terrible, let me tell you. After it sat for about an hour, we pulled it out, took it to the counter. Now and then, everybody talks about this. You got to be able to pull that shoulder bone, that blade bone right out. If you can pull it out, you know that you did it right. If you can't pull it out, you know that you did it wrong. Let's see if I did it right. Oh yeah, there it is. Comes right out. Now let me tell you, one pulled pork, one Boston butt was a little much for a couple days. We had some leftovers. We did go ahead and that day we had sandwiches and just pulled pork on its own. And the next day you'll see I actually made some pulled pork or carnitas tacos, if you will. That was delicious. Used some salsa that somebody gave me. This was amazing. I loved the flavor, the texture. I usually have a problem with pulled pork because it comes out dry. This was not the case. This was very moist. Definitely, if you're going to do this, spend some time, give it a Sunday. Get some good barbecue sauce, some stubs, some Mission, different stuff like that. Give it a little squish. There's the breakfast tacos. Guys, thanks for watching so much. Stay meaty, my friends. Hit the subscribe button when you get a chance. Thanks.